In this video clip I'm going to show you how to finish the window openings and the door openings so that our floor plan is completely raised up with actual raised walls. So let's go in here and let's take our tape measure tool, and for the windows are all going to be 36 inches high. That's where the window sill will be. Okay, so 36 inches high from the ground or from the bottom of the floor. Let's click on the first endpoint with our tape measure, trace up, and then hit 36 and then hit enter. Or you could just type 3 in quotation mark for 3 feet. The shortcut here is to click on the guide point and drag it across the other side of the opening. You're going to create a guide here. This guide goes all the way across, and it's going to make it a lot easier for us to add the window openings on all of the windows that go along this exterior wall. Now from the top I'm going to trace down 14 inches. So I'm going to type 14, hit enter, and there's another mark, guide mark, that has been created, the point. And I'm going to click across, and there is the top of the windowsill. So that's where the header would be placed, which is going to help support this wall, and the footer would then be placed. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually create all of the guides that we need for this house. Now that I have all of the guides created in perspective view, as you can tell, I will now be able to create the individual marks and then push-pull each of these headers and footers across. So let's go ahead and grab my pencil tool. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to click and drag a line along the red axis for the header. And I'm going to erase that line right there and push-pull this side over until it reaches the end on this edge. Click. And then I can go ahead and erase these additional lines all the way on both sides of the wall. So there is the first top of the window opening. Now for the bottom, I'm going to repeat those same steps. Create that line and erase this and this. And I'm simply going to drag or push-pull this out until it reaches the other side. And it sometimes stops in the middle. That's okay. Just click and start again. And there is the other side. So now there we have a window opening that's 6 feet wide and will be perfect for our components that we add later on. So at this time I'm going to add all the additional windows, and then I will then be showing you what we need to do next. Now that I've finished pushing out all of the window openings, as you can tell right here, the 14-inch at the top and 36-inch at the bottom, I'm now ready to create new guides for the doors. Okay, actually, on the exterior walls, the guides are already there. Okay, the height of the window will be the same height as the door. Although in interior doors, you're going to have to make new guides, or you can go ahead and not use guides and just use the tape measure and draw marks. So I'm actually going to get rid of my guides because they may get a little bit confusing at this time, so I'm going to just take the eraser tool and erase the guides that I see. Alright, now I'm going to go to the doors, and unfortunately I erased the guide that I might have needed for the exterior walls, but that's okay. I'll show you how to fix that. For the doors, I'm going to take my tape measure and I'm going to come down 14 inches. Just draw a mark. Okay, there's your mark, 14 inches, and hit enter. And then draw a line all the way across. Erase both those parts. And push-pull this across. Now, I understand, and you should understand, that the exterior wall, the exterior door, is going to be wider than 3 feet. And whenever we add the components for exterior doors, I'm going to show you how to actually make sure that the door opening is wider so that it can handle the door frame, okay, and the door itself. So I'm just going to leave that as is. Go ahead then and erase the lines that you see at the top for this door frame. Flip it around. And then come on in and do an interior door. And that's all I'll show you. So let's go ahead and take the tape measure tool again. Come down 14 inches. Hit enter. And let's draw a line. Erase the unwanted lines that are already on the wall, the interior wall. And then go ahead and push-pull that over. There's the closet door opening. And once again, erase any unwanted lines. Same on that outside edge. Now if you make a mistake and you erase one edge and it pulls out the whole entire wall here, the easiest way to fix that without retracing and redrawing is to simply just hit Control Z, or go up to your edit option and then undo the erasing options. Okay. So at this time I'm going to go ahead and finish all the door openings for the interior and exterior walls. And then in the next video clip I'm going to show you how to actually add in the windows as components and some door components from the SketchUp warehouse.